Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Fallout number 4. Currently we're playing that, of course, as our person here. We just cleaned out the town last time, or cleaned up the town, I suspect, probably the better words. Anyways, my name is Sonelias. Let's see where we left off. So the game is loading. Unfortunately, it's taken a little bit longer than I expected, so maybe on the next episode I'm not going to do that loading at the beginning of the recording. So I'll do that before the recording commences, because this is a bit of a waste of time, but it's just my computer. I guess I just need to get a faster hard drive or install this game on an SSD instead. Is it? Yep, there we go. The game has loaded. Now, we did see that there were some extra structures out there the other day. So when I was looking outside of the confines of my current sanctuary here, I saw some lights across the on the other side. So what I'm to do today, I'm actually looking to get towards those lights. And I believe the furthest one was actually, just along the bank of my river here, or the river here, not necessarily my river. Okay. Nothing else extra I can do here. It's fine for the moment. There's a structure over there. I'm going to go and make my way there shortly. First, I'd just like to see what else I can find here. What else can I find here? There is a bath here. Some more tires. Looks like there's some more flowers, which hopefully I'll be able to use for some alchemy later on. Is it alchemy or chemistry? Either way, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. What else have we got here? Did I see movement there? There is movement there. That's a couple of dogs there, it looks like. Again, going along the edge here. Ribcage. Looks like there's some armor here. There's some meat there. There's an enamel bucket here. Fishing rod as well. I thought I heard some shots being fired here. So I don't see anything yet. Let's just check out what we come across here. Did I take him down? No, he didn't take him down yet. He did hit me, unfortunately. And there he goes. I did manage to take him down, it looks like. Jeans and undershirt, okay. Now I believe there was a bit of stats here. Stats. So in terms of combat, I've killed one person. Was that a sneak attack? Maybe. Crime. I haven't committed any crimes except for pick some locks. Okay. Cakes, pistol, ammunition, 45. Bullets, lots more stuff here. Bottles. What else have we got here? Another beer bottle. A mannequin of sorts. Anything else up here? It doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like there's anything else up here. Now we'll make my way towards that next location. Now if I do have a look at basically what I'm actually seeing happening at the moment, it looks like my number of bullets is dropping substantially. So I guess I need to basically look for alternative ways of dealing with enemies other than by using my gun maybe. Or maybe you need to be better in aiming. Yeah, there's various different causes and things that we can basically look into. Is there anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. If I look at my map, really at the edge of the map it looks like. Have I gone beyond where I wanted to go? I'm not quite sure. Pretty sure there was a hut here somewhere. There's the refrigerator here. Ah, there's the hut. Ouch. I did say that I should use a stim pack of sorts. I can actually walk on top of here, so that's fine for the moment. Question at the moment is, does it recover by itself? Don't get the impression it does. Then again, any single bite now would kill me, wouldn't it? So if that dog gets into my range, I would be dead. So let's go for the 8 items here. Plot leaf, no. Grilled. Let's go for the baked float fly. That seems to recover some of my hit points already. Rather quickly, it looks like. Which of course is great. There's a little bit of a path leading upwards here, it looks like. Does that actually take me far enough upstairs to be able to see if I can deal with that dog? Because I'm assuming that that dog was trying to make its way up here to deal with me. I don't see the dog anymore. Ah, there it is. Cool. So sorry, the dog is not dead. Sweet. Here we go. Bye bye, doggy. Let's deal with the dog. See if he's got left some meat behind. Dog collar. else have we got here? Anything else down here? Ooh. Bottle caps, bobby pins, buff out, dirty army fatigues. Yeah, and of course I'll leave her in underwear afterwards, because yes, that's the thing we do here. .38 ammunition. Mentats. Anything else here? There is a bit of meat more here. Alright, what else do we come across here? Nothing really of interest, it looks like. Unless I'm really missing out on all of the items that are basically still to be found here. But no, it looks like that's pretty much it. Final check. Nothing hidden underneath there. So I'm going to make my way back across the river here. Also making sure I pick up any particular plants that I come across that might be of some use here. Ah, there's some more stuff here, it looks like. Gourds. Can I plant those again later on? I hope so. Because they would of course increase the food production of the settlement I'm trying to basically establish. Flowers, more flowers. I don't see those dogs anymore that I saw earlier. The pack of dogs that we saw earlier, as you might remember. It was a pack of 3 dogs, I think it was. Now I have suffered some health damage, so what am I going to do? I'm actually going to go for a rest. I should be able to do that in my own house. Now my own settlement, of course, is coming up quite nicely here. Now I did put a water pump up here. As you can see, my health straight away is on the rise. Didn't cost me too much extra. Sweet. Okay. Now I'm going to transfer all the extra junk onto here. It's not much junk, it looks like, but still. I'd like to put some beds in here, I think. So let me just get rid of some of the stuff from in here. Just because, yeah, I don't really need it at the moment here. Just check out the rest here as well. Anything else here? Let me just take some of this into storage. Some of this can be scrapped. Some of this goes into storage. Just want to create enough space here to be able to put some beds down, so at least we can rest quite nicely here. Right, perfect, I think. So let's put a bed down here. No, not in the bathroom, but put it down in here. So in terms of furniture, I can choose either between what is called a bed, or it's a different looking bed. Ah, there's a whole range of different beds. They've got similar, it looks like, strengths and weaknesses. 4 and 5 is what this costs, and this one costs 3 and 2. That's cloth and steel, it looks like. Alright, let's go and sleep here. Let's do that for a nice 8 hours. She'll take us into the night, but at least it gives you a bit of a chance to basically rest up. And at the beginning of the next section, in the evening here, we'll make our way towards the next part of the settlement. Now let's have a look at what other weapons I actually have on me. Fragmentation grenade, 10mm pistols, pipe pistol, security button, or a switchblade. Okay, what kind of ammunition? 38 is what it uses. This is usually 10mm. And I got a fair amount of that ammunition type here. Alright, we're not going to make any adjustments to that, but let's have a brief look and see where we can actually make any adjustments towards the armor. Let's go and make that insulation option on here. Nah, don't think that's something I want to go for at the moment, so let's leave that as is. And make our way out of here. I thought I cleaned all of this up. Looks like I forgot something here. Not sure how that could have happened, but unless there's new stuff that has been dropped here. Could well be the case. Anyways, let's, like I said, we're going to make our way across the bridge here. See what we can find across there. Looks like there's been a bit of an engagement here. Drifter outfit. Mongrel dog. Wood blocks IND. Tire iron. Okay. Anything else here? No, doesn't look like it, but there looks to be something up there. A duffel bag. Pipe bolt action rifle. Okay. That looks to be the red rocket. The one we heard some words said about earlier. There's an armor crafting station here. Some trash and stuff in here. Hello, doggy. How are you?
Boy, what are you doing out here all by yourself? You lose your owner, buddy? Okay then, let's stick together.
Cool.
Hey.
Let's have a look at what else we can find here. There's a beer bottle here. More beer bottles. Hammer as well. What else do we find here? Is there anything at the car? No, it doesn't look like it really. Unless So we're going to say, well, there might be some more stuff here. Let's have a look at what else we can find here. Nothing stashed away here, is there? No, it doesn't look like it really. Cool. Hopefully I didn't just shoot the dog, did I? Alright, let's get all the mole rat meat here and everything we can. You okay, dog?
Hey.
Ah, I can trade with him. Chain dog collar. Anything else here? Mongrel dog meat. There's bits of armor, it looks like, as well, I'm carrying with me. Hot plate, plastic plate, newspaper. Let's make sure I turn off that radio, wherever the radio might be. That of course shouldn't be playing here. There we go. Let's see what else we got. Stim pack, wrench, bobby pin, lots more interesting little bits and bobs here. If I'm not mistaken, I should be able to switch now over to a option mode where I can actually again start collecting stuff and cleaning up stuff. As you can see, I can clean up all of this stuff here. Reality again, I can just take away some stuff that is absolutely not needed here. The only thing is, I suspect that none of this actually will go towards my other location. That's a sign. Do I need to keep the sign? I can as well keep it. For a moment it doesn't really bother me. Again, quite a bit of cleanup can be done here, just to make sure that the area looks significantly better than before. All those old cars can be removed. Making this into a slightly more open area here as such. The rubber tires here. A coolant pump. I can actually keep it where it stands, I guess. Jack, I can keep again where it stands as well. Truck I can remove. I don't really need that truck anymore anyway, so look at that. I didn't even realize there was a phone booth here. Anyways, let's get out of here. Let's have a look at what else we got here in terms of structures. Phone booth. Interesting. Okay, let's have a look. All of these items here. These moles I've already looked through. Picked up all their meat. This one I haven't done anything with yet. There is, of course, here the Radaway stims and so forth. Cool. think for the moment being that is a good list that we've gone through here. Ah, we can actually close this properly, which is nice. More money, cigarette cartons, telephone, more newspapers it looks like. Ah, wrenches, toaster. Cabinets are empty it looks like. Fuse, screwdriver, tin can. A broom here. What else do we find in here? Plastics, clipboards, light bulb, red rocket terminal. What do we find in this red rocket terminal? New equipment installed. We finally got all the tools we need to machine our own parts. No more having to pay for Corvex factory parts. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. The Rosa widow in Sanctuary Hills is restoring an old classic Corvette with her son. Nice woman, pretty. Okay, and the kid has been able to do it on their own. The only reason she's ever come to me is because the engine's out of her depth. Take care of those barrels before you leave tonight. Inspectors are coming first thing in the morning. Just hide them with the others. We'll figure out a long-term solution later. Hey, if nature is going to favor us with a cave right now, who am I to argue? Oh, a cave below the shop. Interesting. Service shops. Okay. No major issue with the vehicles. Pre-atomic, turn it up. Button parts, okay. Couldn't leak from one of the blah blah. Okay. What else have we got here? That's looks pretty boring, doesn't it? Cool. Cool. Anything else here? Now they were talking about there being a cave below here. So it might be worthwhile to look for that cave, see if we can actually find a way of getting into there somehow or another. There is a cave. Where would the entrance to the cave be? Probably on the lower side here somewhere. Look at that. There is something here. There is indeed something here. Extinguisher. I'm not sure about these mushrooms here. Glowing fungi? Brown fungi. Should we maybe do this at the beginning of the next episode? That would make sense, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call an end to today's episode, and at the beginning of the next episode, we're actually going to go into this cave here. So what I'm going to do, save away the game. Make sure, of course, we got a good recovery point here. In the meantime, I'm going to say thanks again for joining me. Hopefully you did enjoy it, and I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.